and threads that bind tell the tale of humankind, from long ago into future return. All wisdoms of life's learned. Out of the cave the shining ones rise, open their eyes. We weave a new myth into the timelines.
Hello to everyone who has never been on this channel before. My name is Brittani and I feel like Princess Jasmine today. So if you've never been here to this channel, I want to have a little video where I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't really know where I'm going to go with what I want to talk about. But basically, since starting this channel about a month ago, I really went into it with an intention of sharing perspective on my story and showing the practices that have helped me so much. I do believe with every fiber of my being that I was placed on this earth to maybe sometimes make people uncomfortable. In the last month, my parents have been telling me a lot of stories that I had never heard from my childhood about moments that I really made them stop in their tracks when I wasn't even trying to in the slightest. And the more I think about it, every single moment that has pivoted me in my life has come from a tiny tidbit of time where I told myself nothing. I just didn't even tell myself anything, I just was. I just was moving and I wasn't thinking. What would you do if you knew that nothing could stop you? If you knew that you were here for a purpose and that your path had already been paved for you? The most brilliant path, but in order to stay on the path, you had to allow yourself to live a virtuous path. As magnificent as it was, you have to do the work to get there. And what if you were born knowing that nothing was handed to you, but that anything would be given to those who desired to do the work? And all you had to start doing was being curious about what it took to get there. And that no tool that could ever be offered is misleading in intent, or wrongful, or violent, or rude in any way. I'm not talking about sadness, because sadness is beauty. Sadness is one of the greatest gifts that we're able to have. I truly believe with every fiber in my being that we are universes inside of ourselves, and that only by discovering this universe inside are you able to witness and see the connectedness between all human and non-human, everything from the smallest speck of dust to the cosmos. That everything inside of here is the same, and that life isn't just about this species, and that life isn't just this game that we've been told since birth that we are supposed to do ABC and live happily ever after, but that this is just a huge, incredible, miraculous game that we're showing up for and seeing if we remember how to play well in order to evolve to the next level, to beat the castle, to beat Bowser in the castle and move on to the next level. Does that make sense? What if you never had to look at anyone else and be envious or compare your life to theirs? If you just looked at someone and knew that even by rejoicing and embracing their gifts and their light, that it was never going to dim your own, but instead inspired your own practice so that you might grow to be as wondrous in your own specific way, which is even more beautiful because none of our stories look the same and each of us are so radically independent from any other being that's ever walked the planet before. How could we not have specific gifts just for ourselves? If we allowed every resistance and every belief that we have ingrained within us that holds us back from change and growth, if we just allowed those things to slough off of our skin like dry, dead weight that they are. That's really all it is. Dry, dead weight. At the core of your being, you are the most brilliant, shining light in the universe. All of us are. There's no comparison, no need to be jealous, be envious of anyone else, because all of us have it. And over time, we allow this brilliant light, this brilliant crystal that is at our core, that is miraculous, and it just gets a little bit dusty and needs a little polish, and over time, it just becomes really kind of dirty and not clear. And that's what mindfulness does for me. That's what my spiritual practice does for me. It's a little polish on this brilliant stone that's inside of me. My brilliant core that's able to attain anything. No matter my situation, no matter my family, no matter my income, it's a place inside of me that I know that I'm capable of anything that I want to do. It's just figuring out what it is that I want to do. I guess that's what I wanted to get on and talk about today. So if anything that I said today on my little ramble resonated with you, please make sure to give me a little like down here in the corner below. And if you have any kind of questions or comments, or want to expand or tell me a story on whether mindfulness is a brand new concept to you, or if you've been adapting this into your practice for years, I would really, really love to know. And other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for being curious. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll see all of you soon. I love you. Namaste.